Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555. Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge. Cutting into the matters at hand.
The views and opinions expressed by participants and callers during this program are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, its management, or sponsors. The station accepts no responsibility for statements made. Good morning, Sinkers and Nevis, and welcome to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today, Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. You are listening to The Edge here on 96.1 FM. When we open the phone lines, you may call us at 465-1977 or 1903. Or at 662-8674. Those are the numbers you call to lend your voice to the conversation at hand. This conversation is also being carried live via our social media platforms. Check us out on our YouTube page at ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation and via YouTube at ZIZ Online. We are also on ZIZ TV Channel 5. Let me greet those of you who are listening from other parts of the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for joining me on today's edition of The Edge. And I look forward to having a fruitful and meaningful conversation with you for today. I want to begin with some news as it relates to sports, specifically cricket and West Indies. For those cricket fans, those of you who have been following, I know you are deeply disappointed, but the following is a statement from the president of the Cricket West Indies, Kishore Shallow. The statement reads, like every West Indian cricket fan, I felt the pain of our recent test defeat to Australia. The result hurts deeply, not only because of how we lost, but because of what West Indies cricket has always represented to our people: pride, identity, and possibility. There will be some sleepless nights ahead for many of us, including the players who I know feel this loss just as heavily. But while disappointment is natural, we must not allow this moment to define our journey. We are in a rebuilding phase, steadily investing in the next generation and reigniting the spirit that has long made West Indies cricket a force in the world. Progress is really straightforward. It takes time, perseverance, and belief, especially in our most difficult moments. The road ahead will test us, but I have faith in the talent and commitment of our players when they apply themselves. We have already seen encouraging signs, particularly with the ball. Our batters are keen, but now must be even more deliberate as they work to improve. Now is not the time to turn away. Now is the time to stand even closer as a people. These are the moments that shape us. As an immediate step, I have advised the chair of the Cricket Strategy and Officiating Committee to convene an emergency meeting to review the recent test series against Australia, particularly the final match. To strengthen the discussions, I have extended invitations to three of our greatest batsmen ever: Sir Clive Lloyd, Sir Vivian Richards, and Brian Lara. They will join past greats Dr. Shivnarine Chandapal, Dr. the Most Honorable Desmond Haynes, Ian Bradshaw, who already serve on the committee. This engagement is not ceremonial. These are men who helped define our golden eras, and their perspectives will be invaluable as we shape the next phase of our cricket development. We intend for this gathering to result in tangible, actionable recommendations, consistent with my message over the last weeks. This is a moment that calls for collaboration, not division. We need everyone on board: fans, players, coaches, legends, administrators, if we are truly to move forward. There is much work to be done, but we must do it with purpose, and we must do it together. That was a statement by President of Cricket West Indies, Dr. Kishore Shallow, on the recent developments with their loss to Australia. For those of you who are just tuning in, you are listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. The St. Christopher Nevis Social Security Board wishes to advise the general public, of changes to levy effective July 1st, 2025. And this is in relation to the increase in the minimum wage. And so I thought it necessary to share this information with you. This is your business. And so please pay keen attention. For those of you who require more information, I would encourage you to contact Social Security, speak directly with them to get a better understanding. Note also that the minimum wage has been increased from $430 weekly to $500 weekly. The new threshold for exemption for housing and social development levy is set at $520 per week. That is, only the Social Security deduction of 5% should be applied to employee wages between 1 cent to $520 per week. Employers and employees are advised to note these changes in accordance with the various pay cycles. For persons who are paid weekly, no levy will be deducted or deductible from wages up to and including $520. For persons who are paid every 2 weeks or bi-weekly, no levy will be deductible from wages up to and including $1,040. For persons receiving wages twice per month or every half month, no levy will be deductible from wages up to and including $1,126.67. For persons being paid on a monthly basis, no levy will be deductible from wages up to and including $2,253 Further, as it relates to employees earning more than $6,500 monthly, the following remains in place. For Tier 2, persons crossing the threshold and earning up to and including $6,500 per month, levy will be deductible at the continuing rate of 3.5% of total earnings. For Tier 3, persons earning between $6,500.01 and $8,000 per month, levy will be deductible at the continuing rate of 3.5% from earnings up to $6,500 and 10% from that portion of earnings between $6,500 and $8,000 per month. For Tier 4, persons earning from $8,000 upwards per month, levy will be deductible at the continuing rate of 3.5% from earnings up to $6,500, 10% from that portion of earnings between $6,500 and $8,000, and 12% from that portion of earnings from $8,000 upwards per month. It is important to emphasize that the employer's contribution on behalf of each employee is not affected by these charges. The employer's portion of the levy remains at 3% and is payable in respect of all wages paid. Kindly note that this release supersedes any previous release pertaining to this matter. The board solicits the cooperation of all concerned. Insured persons and employers seeking clarification may review guidelines published on our websites at socialsecurity.kn, or contact the Compliance Department in St. Kitts at 869-465-2535 or on Nevis at 469-5245. For more information, you may also contact the Corporate Communications Department at 465-2535, extension 2710 or 2711 or 2712. And for Nevis, that's 469-5245, extension 3402, 3400, and 3410. Or email pubinfo@socialsecurity.kn. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on the program. Stay with us.
Summer Festival, Antigua Carnival 2025, July 25th to August 5th. Get ready for music, mass, band, fets, and non-stop vibes. Mark your calendar and don't miss a single show, a single fet, a single unforgettable moment. This is more than Carnival. This is the ultimate experience. Follow the vibes. Instagram at Antigua Festival Official. Facebook at Antigua Carnival. Vibe responsibly. Antigua Carnival 2025. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Come alive for me.
Join us every Wednesday for In Focus, a weekly talk show produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, where we provide exclusives with key persons within the government and discuss pertinent, relevant, and interesting matters that affect us all. Tune in every Wednesday, live on ZIZ Radio and streamed live on Facebook at SKNIS Media and ZIZ Online. In Focus, your government, your business. Join us every Wednesday for In Focus, a weekly talk show produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, where we provide exclusives with key persons within the government and discuss pertinent, relevant, and interesting matters that affect us all. Tune in every Wednesday, live on ZIZ Radio and streamed live on Facebook at SKNIS Media and ZIZ Online. In Focus, your government, your business.
Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program for today. We'll open the phone line shortly at 465-1977 or 1903 or at 662-8674. Thank you so much for joining the conversation for today, and I look forward to a meaningful one with you. For those of you who are just tuning in, I shared this statement from the president of Cricket West Indies, Dr. Kishore Shallow, on the recent development with the test defeat to Australia, and the emergency meeting or conference, whatever you want to call it, is taking place today, and they have invited Sir Clive Lloyd, Sir Vivian Richards, and Brian Lara, who will also join Dr. Shivnarayan Chandapal, Dr. the Most Honorable Desmond Haynes, and Ian Bradshaw, who already serve on the committee, to be part of this engagement. We know that cricket fans near and far are hurt. I've been seeing a lot of chatter over social media, and so I could definitely understand the frustration. Of course, when that meeting concludes and we get an update, I'll share that with you so that you are kept abreast of the developments there. And the St. Christopher Nevis Social Security Board shared an update as it relates to the increase in the minimum wage here in St. Kitts and Nevis, specifically the Housing and Social Development Levy, in terms of what is now deductible based on your salary. And so it says, for persons who are paid weekly, no levy will be deductible from wages up to and including $520. For persons who are paid every 2 weeks or bi-weekly, no levy will be deductible from wages up to and including $1,040. For persons receiving wages twice per month or every half month, no levy will be deductible from wages up to and including $1,126.67. And for persons who are paid on a monthly basis, no levy will be deductible from wages up to and including $2,253.33. Of course, if you need more clarification, I would encourage you to contact the Social Security Board, 465-2535 or 469-5245 for more details as on that matter. The Prime Minister and his cabinet, they will be hosting a press conference on the 22nd, that is next week, Tuesday, to update the nation on matters of national importance. So tune in right here on ZIZ Radio and other participating radio stations to hear from Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew and members of his cabinet. as to developments here within the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. We had a conversation yesterday about Anguilla, a high-level delegation from Anguilla coming to St. Kitts and Nevis to engage with our counterparts here, our government, as it relates to what we have been doing in the area of national security, crime and violence, and how we have been tackling that issue. And so in that discussion, as I mentioned, the Premier, the Honorable Cora Richardson Hodge, and the leader of the opposition, the name is slipping me, but they were here with other members of their delegation to meet with our government to understand what are they doing, or what are we doing, here in St. Kitts and Nevis to tackle the issue of crime and violence. Okay, we think we have some callers coming in. All right. But they were here to engage with us in terms of, what are we doing? And how can that be possibly mirrored in Anguilla? For those of you who have been following, you realize Anguilla have had quite a number of homicides there, and so they thought it best to engage with us, and I'm pretty sure that they have engaged with other countries across the region. We have a caller coming in, so we'll head to the phone lines and we'll take our first call for the morning. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, caller, go ahead. Yes, I'm hearing you.
I was trying to call in yesterday, right? But I could not get in because I hear politics was talking about land and sugar. But let me tell you something, right? I in the 70s right now. And when I was 9, 10, 8 years, I used to carry breakfast for my father in the sugar cane and my father-in-law. And most of the people them who were working the sugar, I understand you from me, they were familiar. In red time, the state goes under the white man them. They work from Monday to Saturday reaping the sugar cane. All season, they get 2 or 3 days. They head in the hills, burn coals, milk cattle, feed cattle, and plant food. Right? This generation here, we end the sugar. Me want to end the sugar. We work till the sugar end. Ain't gonna go through that. I go market every Saturday, and the amount of food that go back. So with young people where we got today, do not eat the food here. That's in your potato and your politics, know that. Get the market dead. A lot of food come back home. You understand? Tell us about food security. Because we get container food going around this boy. While you might and them there, when you look in there, most of the things them come from away. That is not going to stop. That's a revenue for government. I woke up people with sugar clothes. And when it comes to this Christmas season, tropical alone bring all 100 containers something a week. We hear that our food security and the bill for food. That is not going to create, That's not going to change. Because up need more money by King College Highway. Where next to the training garden and the prison garden with the board of offense, the board of a piece of land there. They food during the sugar clothes and the others. Some more recreation from your want. You look how in this place, Chrissy. What sport are we playing? So that's so much ground. When we were younger, we had 2 and 3 ground and sports to play and man to play good. And man could have got anywhere where the world and play sport. This generation is different from yesterday. And you have to take it that way. It's different. And I think that the sugarcane land shouldn't be so expensive. Because you got the house and land to show mother and father pass. You got to play house and lantern. You pass, you children them come to play house and lantern. Let is house and lantern in the land. The land to be cheaper.
All right, caller. Thank you so much. We're going to take some more calls, all right?
Yeah.
But thank you so much for your contribution to the program. We have another caller? Okay, the phone lines remain open at 465-1977 or 1903. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call. Okay, I think we lost that one. Let's take this one. Okay. Lost that one? All right. Call us 465-1977 or 1903 or 662-8674. Okay, we have a caller. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. The man is so right. This line look like you want to really look after now. When the program was on this morning with the electricity, it sounds so terrible. Okay, John Paul is so right. I think in the same way too. Our great-great-grandparents work in this field. And it wasn't so. When Mr. Simmons, when Teeny put it $2 a square foot, which wasn't matter. And who have more money than who make money, I don't know whether they got their own mold to make money, put it to $4 a square foot. And I always thinking about this land tax too. I'm supposed to pay something on land tax. Me running any hotel? I went down there, got queried that tell me last month, they're telling me cock and bull story. When I begin first, when I get it, they help me come in the house 2019. Late 2018, 2019. 150 I paid. It looked like I hear they slip me up, I didn't pay. And it looked like they're glad for that one. That time they just started charging your tree something. Can't do the Rasta fella just say. Look like they want us to bam, you know. They is frustrated. I ain't supposed to pay. I don't pay for the land, Devonne. I don't pay for it, I don't title it. They build the house and it, I ain't supposed to pay maybe so much for paying. But they say, but you look like they don't measure the land in front of me, you know. When I came up here the day, they was here, the Inland Revenue people. The government change. It must have change again. They come and measure the land behind your back. Cause you know you have to be home. I'm supposed to pay the money, do you? So true. We work so hard, our parents. I heard people drop down in the cane field because of in them days nobody was smart to walk with water, some of them. And it's really hurting me to know how our land going now. They're like hot bread and butter. Who at the head, take what they want. So who don't at the feet, that's the business. And it's not supposed to be right now. Some people vexing me because I was under start to venting my feelings. I don't mind what they vex about. I talking the truth and not but the truth. Our land ain't supposed to go on because you use the rule of us that you're taking all the sweetness and
Carla,
to the other person.
Hello?
Why are you doing this?
Hello?
And that's the thing I don't understand in this country. And I gone. It's to curry favor this.
Caller.
Bam in this country can't to heal a exercise. Money the better have heads to cool.
I'm trying to engage the caller.
Heads to cool.
Yes. Hello, caller? Okay, I think I'm able to. Hello? All right. I was trying to engage the caller to get a better understanding. But caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. It is 11:28 and you're listening to the Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. The first caller made mention about agriculture and food import bill, and a lot of what he said is what we're saying and what we have been saying over the last couple of years as it relates to the food that we import into St. Kitts and Nevis. As a matter of fact, just last evening, I was having this conversation with some of my family members about, the food that we import and so on, and the fact that, yes, we do have the potential to grow our own food, and you are seeing where strides are being made and the effort is being made to produce our own food. But for me, I believe it is easier said than done. I am all 100% for us growing our own food, but there's a lot of work that must be put in it. Two farmers can't do it alone. The Ministry of Agriculture cannot do it alone. It needs all of us. Let's head back to the phone lines. We have a call in the air. Okay, I think we lost that caller. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Hello, caller, you're on the air? No, we lost that one. Call us back, 465-1977 or 1903. You have one? Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hello, Devonne.
Yes, I'm hearing you, caller. Go ahead.
Hello.
Caller, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you, but I'm calling from overseas.
Yes, caller. Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I live in New York. I lived in New York for a long time. And see, that's why a lot of young people, my generation, we went away, we went to England, we went to Canada, we went to the Virgin Islands, we went to America. Because we felt that our future life would be very hard if we stay home. And when the callers them call and complain about what's going on now, that's how we used to feel when we were young. So we get the opportunity to go away, we will go. But we didn't really want to run away from home, but we didn't have no choice. That way most of us live abroad all these years because we had a better life financially. So what the callers them saying is right. Things at home, the same thing in the Caribbean is too expensive. Too expensive. All right, Devonne.
Caller, thank you for your contribution. This is 11:31. We have no more callers. Yeah. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Devonne?
Yes, caller. I'm hearing you. Good morning.
I started to work in the sugar when I was 15 years. I used to work at Needmust Estate. I plant cotton and do everything. And was $2.95 a day. I used to get $10 and cents sometime a weekend. Right? A Friday time I used to get paid. Sometimes I said, now people getting 5 and 6. But the kind of bills and so you got to pay. So at them time there, it's cold, wood, stove, oil stove. Yeah, you understand? So things really to me them time there. I found a back and they bring for 50 cents. 2 ounces of butter, 2 ounces of sweet oil, all them we used to get. You understand? When she now we see party cars are living gone. We had too much supermarket, we had more shops. You understand? So you can used to get so in and everything. Yeah, Timok and them, they will government leave, we got to them leave. And they sell them out. One of the boys fire station and one dream yard they know. You understand? You see where are we going? The only part we're going today. You understand? So it's different, I tell you. It's different, and them thinking that when they come back and don't go cheap again. Nothing will come cheap again. Tell Lucian cut it in here too. Before Goyani come here, Goyani was the last to come here and took cut here because the young people now want, the young people will take away our, want going to sugar. That kind of money where they going to pay and get it. Then you stand for that. You understand? Then they were telling you for that. So, and people, when you see sugar cane clothes, when I took edition, you used to go spend time with them because the time was bad, not the weekend, bad. You understand? But the nivage on them, I tell you, a lot of people don't talk about them. They start with them. And when I go to the sugar cane, I never know them on nivage on because when I have 8 and 9, them going to try in the hour and a half question, late 9 and 10 today. We used to go carry tea, first lunch, and then the school clothes, and we never used to ask me, when I come on, man, I know them on nivage on. And then they do work and think that they'll do this already. And then they used to play our food. So they used to go to England and the TV show and all them places there. And them places them hear people say their father was it. And in a care report, I ban on an estate. And he moved up talking about a nivage on there was man and no man. And he was a build sinking. Then I cannot name education and nivage on all our bill. I will bet to you.
All right, Colin, thank you for your contribution. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on The Edge. Stay tuned.
The Caribbean's great summer festival, Antigua Carnival 2025. July 25th to August 5th. Get ready for music, mass, band, fets, and non-stop vibes. Mark your calendar and don't miss a single show, a single fet, a single unforgettable moment. This is more than Carnival. This is the ultimate experience. Follow the vibes. Instagram at Antigua Festival Official. Facebook at Antigua Carnival. Vibe responsibly. Antigua Carnival 2025. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe, it's a vibe, come alive for me.
Join us every Wednesday for In Focus, a weekly talk show produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, where we provide exclusives with key persons within the government and discuss pertinent, relevant, and interesting matters that affect us all. Tune in every Wednesday, live on ZIZ Radio and streamed live on Facebook at SKNIS Media and ZIZ Online. In Focus, your government, your business.
Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. We have a caller on the line. We'll take this call. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Oh, good morning, Devon. I finally get in.
Yes.
First, I always want to thank God for life. Thank God for the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis. Now, Devon here was talking about the social levy. The social levy is a tax that goes where? To where? Devon, you hear me?
Hello?
The social levy is a tax we goes where? The social levy will come out.
Right, caller, you hearing me now?
Yes, I hear you, yes.
Yeah, so that is deducted from your wages from Social Security.
But where goes to? What part in the world is social that pay?
So that's it, Housing and Social Development Levy.
Because I made to understand that pay for the garbage, that pay for the remove the garbage from people's property and stuff.
Not to my knowledge. No, not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I made to understand is that, and that is nothing bad. So if you remove social levy from one set of people, right, Devon, I believe that it will be unfair to some people who pay the social levy, because a lot of people got garbage stored, and most people who ain't not pay the levy, them got the most garbage to throw their place up. And I made to understand the social levy is to for people who got garbage and so on, they help solid waste. And then the next thing again, that why we got so much land problem in this country when we had a sugar industry that closed, and parents work in the industry, and you hear people going around complaining so they can't get piece of land, even to build a house stand. What is going on here? That shouldn't be. If we poor parents don't work hard in the sugar industry, and we come as children and work in the industry, why we find it so difficult to get piece of land? We want piece of land to farm, whether build a house or something, and what is that? People like me could afford to talk about that, because when I was a small boy going to school, I used to go spread trash. I used to go help my mother weed cane and all those things. My mother had 14 hours, and we used to go help with that. But I hear some people calling it about land, and never going to chance to even break a cane yet. You understand? Mm-hmm. Some people go let people talk, people who work in the industry, and people who parents toil hard industry, to let people talk, people like me, and John Paul and others who work in the industry. We could talk about the industry, but then we meet some people coming and talking about land, oh this, that, all that, and never work a day in the sugar industry. Some of them don't even get social security because they don't do much work in the country. Okay, then they're on.
Mm-hmm. All right, caller. Yeah. With regards to your question, I'm not sure if I explained clearly. So the social and housing development levy goes to fund social programs, education programs, housing projects, and healthcare. It was established to fund those kind of initiatives, and not necessarily for garbage collection. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Devonne, that's the same talk I had Saturday. Don't worry with him. I work in 1970. 69, I work 69 to 70. In the crop, why you know about me? You only know me by seeing me. I did work at Esther.
Caller, hello, caller. Hello.
In April in Esther.
Caller.
Right? And I had to talk about it because it bothers me. That kind of 6 children and it's a land. So I have to
hello.
It bothers me, and other people get land and people take with land.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. What are you referring to?
I was speaking about that on Saturday. And a certain person who don't like fruit and those saying crazy. I'm not crazy. That's the same thing what they dish out. I was speaking about. I pay social levy. I wanted my house to build, and it was taking me time and repeated time. I used to hire people because I was running a business, and I paid the 2%. And it's because I was rallying and coming on the air and expressing myself. I get this house built. I couldn't build it off my pocket. So that is the same thing with the Dasewa. We charge, we reward, and we eating it back. But some people, I pay 1970.
All right, caller. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution to the program. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call. Okay, we lost that one. 465-1977 on 1903 or 662-8674. Call us and lend your voice to the conversation. It is 11:42 and you're listening to The Edge here in ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. The previous caller, I wanted to go back to his point because he made a very solid point as it relates to agriculture and food security. It is, I believe, one of the most critical issues for St. Kitts and Nevis and small island developing states, especially as we're dealing with inflation and you know the rising cost of living and so on. But I totally get the point that you're making, caller. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
I'm hearing you, but you're very distorted.
Okay. Go ahead. Make your point. I am hearing you.
However, I've been paying for a piece of land. I live abroad. I've been paying for a piece of land, and I came in last week and trying to find out what's my balance because I wanted to pay it off. The lady at the cashier's desk told me I would have to pay $25 to her, then go to another office with my receipt, then they will tell me what my balance is. I need someone to shed some light on that for me, please.
Caller?
Thank you so much. I'll listen after you.
Yes, caller, before you go, hello?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yes, before you go, could you clarify? You said you were paying for a piece of land. Were you paying a financial institution?
Government institution.
You were paying a government institution. So I assume that is NHC.
Yes.
Okay, so you said you're paying NHC and you wanted to get the balance for the land?
At present, I want to know my balance. But in order for me to know the balance, I would have to pay $25 at the cashier's desk, where I usually pay for the land. Then go to another office, present my receipt that I paid to find out how much I owe. And
Okay.
My big question is, when would I know I'm paid up?
Well, caller, thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry to hear about your situation, but there is no clarification that I am able to provide because I'm not familiar with the process in terms of paying for lands at NHC, but I would encourage you to find out from NHC what is the reason for you having to pay that $25 to know what your balance is. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Okay, we lost that one. Good morning, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Cornelius.
Yes, good morning, caller.
Some persons must take into consideration with our sugar lands. It doesn't matter if you work in the sugar industry, yes or no. When those land was paid for, it was paid for by taxpayers' money. So the land does not mean because you work in the sugar industry, you give first choice. It doesn't go that way. But what is happening, we went to vote the 1st of December 1975 for the Right Honorable Robert Llewellyn Bratcher to buy the sugar lands. Our sugar lands are being sold without our consent. Presently now, 300 acres of our land that we paid for already, we now going to pay for again. And 300 acres of land, we know how much money they pay for it, which is our tax-paying dollars. And these lands have been put in foreign hands, foreign farmers. That foreign farmers who going to come here now to compete with the local farmers. 100 acres for hot peppers and 200 acres for other vegetable crops. Competing with the farmers, they get water. Local farmers down here, very few of them have water. I, for one, have water, but then I can't farm my land from since December 2023. Agriculture Department under the directive of the Permanent Secretary of Agriculture send bulldozers up here with an MOU. When they push down the fence, it was supposed to be fenced. Until now, it can't happen. Drip lines, everything I invest in, you know.
All right.
Hello?
Yes, all right, caller. So.
Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
So what I'm saying is this, right? We presently know we were supposed to be exporting seasoning peppers, local farmers, and it can't happen. But the tobacco company gonna be exporting hot peppers sometime in October. How could this happen?
So you're saying there are no farmers who are producing peppers?
Say that again?
You're saying there are no farmers in St. Kitts producing peppers right now?
The local farmers, we were supposed to be exporting seasoning peppers.
Oh, okay.
I could tell you for that for a fact because I distribute by demand about 40,000 seasoning pepper seedlings around the island. I know that I have water, I can't have family land. I don't understand what's going on, you know. A lot of nastiness going on here, you know. With the murder of this young lady down the Romney, we heard the commissioner of police say they need to look in the mirror, but yet still they're looking in the right direction because Starga sang them good citizens, you know, because the authorities protecting the criminals, which is the rule administrators. This thing ain't supposed to be going on. Why is it? Cornelius is over 100,000 invested in my farm, you know. It's over a mile in pipe.
All right, caller. Well,
water on my farm, you know.
Yeah, well, you've made that point, and we want to take some more callers. But thank you so much for your contribution to the program. Yeah, man. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Yes, 100%. I'm agree with the guy. 100%, and that was going on. We don't pay for this land. And if we were supposed to get it to 70% of square foot, like how they don't get the other people, when they come in here, they don't come just $4 a square foot. Over my father who worked so hard in the cane field for my mother. I see my father blood, sweat, and tears for nothing, just like jump past $10, $8 a week. That's a couple of cents. It's the cake what they make. It's terrible, and the man is right about the pain. I was at a certain place the day before yesterday, and the husband bringing his wife for the medication. Hospital, this hospital. When the husband went cannot go medication. She say, "Oh, you got to pay the
I can't hear
What
you,
is
caller.
this? So who getting this extra money now? Things is not going well. Things happening at the table so bad. But treating us like this lad, so other one, and it's don't with the lad.
All right.
One person getting so much a ear cause and so ain't getting none at all. It's a burning shame.
All right, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution to the program. It is 11:50, and you're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. I think we can take at least one more call, and then we will wrap up the conversation here. Call us at 465-1977 or 1903 or 662-8674. We have a caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Devonne.
Yes, good morning, caller.
You're right. You hear me good, right?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Right. Okay, no problem. And morning to all the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Pertaining to the money that I'll look in a little bit. I have up here too, right? Like on service, like a pay on service, like on service charge, you pay for information. It's also security to that up here. The cable and wireless and anything. Then that. So the point of it is that the government supposed to really inform the public relation officer really on the plan. So just like that kind of that's supposed to be a public relation thing. You understand, Mr. Devon?
Yeah, I'm following you. Yes.
Right. And then I go ask you one question now, and then we can. Pertaining to the poll, with the poll, and Dr. Harris in favor. Why actually be the leadership of Dr. Harris or the PLP party power hold? Because remember, right now most of the members went on. So what the poll register? The poll register as the leadership of Dr. Harris or the PLP party power hold. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay then.
All right, caller. Thank you for that question. You have a caller? Okay, this is our final call. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning, Devon. How are you doing?
Yes, I am doing well.
If you go for any printout by anyway, you have to pay. So they go by N8. But the guy is saying he's right. If you go by N8, if you printout, you have to pay for it. They will charge you. Man, like it's 25. I pay 20 for my printout, and they send me by somewhere.
Uh-huh.
They just don't deal so.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't aware.
You have to pay for information, and me around.
Mm-hmm. All right.
The ink costs money, the paper costs money, so you just can't do it like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you so much for that clarification, caller, and for being our final call for the morning. The caller before asking about the recent poll done here in St. Kitts and Nevis. I stand to be corrected, but from what I gathered, the poll focused on Dr. Timothy Harris's leadership in terms of. So the poll focused on his leadership and said that he is the preferred leader at this time, and not necessarily focused on the party itself, which is the People's Labour Party. So I hope that provides some clarification for you, caller. But thank you so much for your contribution.
You forget to say it was trying to say the preferred leader of the country.
Right. Yeah. So
because what the caller is trying to figure out if it means the leader of the party PLP itself, or that's
okay. Yes. Well, thank you for that, Cupid. So that is what the poll focused on. It viewed Dr. Harris as the preferred leader of St. Kitts and Nevis, and not necessarily viewed the People's Labour Party as the preferred party to lead St. Kitts and Nevis. I hope that provides some clarification, but that was the understanding that I got when I listened to Mr. Anderson give his findings on the poll that he said he conducted. It is 11:55, and you have been listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Until next time, you guys stay safe and continue to enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Don't drink and drive, don't text and drive. Coming up at noon, our midday newscast.